Hi, listener. This is a guy. This is just a little heads up. Some of the audio of this episode got cut off, and I tried to fix it a bunch of times, and I did my best, and it sounds terrible at points, and my best is just not very good. So some points you'll hear weird staticky overtone things coming in, then other parts will be really hard to hear me because my cable came undone, and then it's just picking up on PJ's mic. But I was trying to patch it together, and I spent 40 minutes going picking apart little pieces, and then tried to record over it, and I honestly got tired and I gave up, and I ordered food, so I'm not gonna fix it. I'm gonna eat something, and then I'm gonna probably fall asleep and let you deal with this mediocre podcast. Thanks.
Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, and our friends beyond the binary. Thank you for listening to the WikiPod, the podcast where we go through the entirety of the Wikipedia website, one random article at a time. My name is PJ.
I'm Guy.
How you doing, Guy?
I'm doing better.
Nice.
Better. Yeah. That's
Onward and upward.
Onward, upward.
Never backward.
Maybe, no, sometimes backwards.
But never downward.
Nope, sometimes downwards.
But
it's okay.
Doubling back forward.
Yeah. The good thing,
Downhill but forward.
See,
sometimes the only path forward is downhill.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's cool because downhill it's easier.
I think of it I've been to the bottom, I've touched the ground, and I was able to get out. So I figure, I could do that again. So
Folks,
I'm not worried
he's not
about
lying.
going down.
I've watched Guy touch bottoms.
Yeah. And then digging yourself out, it's harder and harder every time as you get older and older and more depressed.
Yeah, it's what am I, a mole?
Exactly.
I can't
so
dig.
eventually when you get down and hit there at the bottom, you're gonna hit rock bottom, but you're gonna be like, oh, this is fine. I'll just stay here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
You might hit rock bottom and realize, oh wait, this is where I belong.
Yeah,
I belong on
You
rock
might
bottom.
be living outside, and you might, it might be cold, but eventually you don't feel it anymore. You're numb.
Every single Looney Tune that features Bugs Bunny, where's Bugs Bunny?
In a hole.
Living peacefully, right?
Sort of.
Then
Yeah,
what inevitably happens? Some outside force agitates him.
Is it really an outside force, or is
Always.
he the outside
Always.
force?
They built a baseball stadium on top of him.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he woke up one morning, he looked outside, and he was just like, I'm in outfield. What the fuck's going on? This was my
what the
home,
fuck?
and now the Gas House Gorillas are playing a fucking baseball game, and I got to beat them by myself. I'm a one-rabbited baseball team.
Yeah.
What is scene that I think about way too often?
It
is
sounds like you do.
when he throws the changeup.
It goes so-
You remember that one? It goes
yeah.
really slow, and the batters of the Gas House Gorillas, big motherfuckers, are standing in a row, and the one guy goes 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2,
Yep.
3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Motherfucker threw one pitch,
Yep.
ended an inning.
Well, it's a
that's what we
testament to
plan
how
on-
good he is.
Absolutely, and that's what we plan on doing for you all right now listening to this podcast. We are throwing a 95-mile-per-hour fastball straight down the center into the catcher's mitt, striking you motherfuckers out.
Or you could hit a home run. I mean, I'm down for
You could hit a home run.
Yeah.
You know what we're doing? Bunting.
We're always bunt.
Always bunt.
It's the jerkiest move ever.
Doesn't matter.
Imagine
Get a man on.
Imagine you're throwing a perfect game, like you're a pitcher, or you're throwing a no-hitter, and then in the ninth inning, fucking some asshole just
Some
comes
jerk
up,
ass named Guy.
and then he comes up and he bunts for a base hit to ruin your perfect game, to keep you out of the record books, keep your stats all screwed up. Dude, it's great. It's always fun. And I think that should happen. Some people get mad about that, and they're like, that's Bush League, that's uncalled for. It's called for.
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game for children.
And it should be petty. Like if you're
should be.
Professional
Why not?
sports should be the most petty. Like because like
You're trying to win.
it's the pettiest sport on earth. Like
Who
people
they're
like
trying to sportsmanship.
Oh my gosh.
Sportsman- What
Yeah.
the fuck? Define sport. Whoever came up with the term sportsmanship
what? It's
is
sport-
probably the same person who was just like, we need police.
yeah. Fuck
Dumb.
Oh my
Whack.
god, I hate police.
Hall monitor behavior.
Yeah, it's like
hall monitor behavior.
Don't score any more points on them because you're beating them by 30. Fuck you. I want to beat them by 60.
Yeah, what did you do when you were a kid? Did you raise your hand and say, "Oh, teacher, you forgot to give us homework"?
Yeah, that person.
Nerd.
You nerd. Freaking cop. That's what
Hall
that is.
monitor cop behavior.
Just the worst.
Fuck you.
Fucking cops, man. Oh,
What's
God.
your category this week, guy?
Wait, hold on. Like, share, subscribe.
Sure. Did he watch?
Did he watch? He didn't. He's not dead yet. Apparently, he might be dead.
Allegedly.
Alleged. I'm pretty sure we have a new government, or people like new governments at this point. Like it's getting close to the time.
Yeah, we banked these episodes in the past, so this is being broadcast in the future when the jackboot brown shirts of the MAGA movement have already taken Guy and I, because we refuse to kowtow to any political ideology within our podcast. In our personal lives, we're very political, but in the podcast, this isn't a political podcast. And because we refuse to propagandize for the neo-fascist MAGA jackboot thugs, we're gonna get put into some
Yeah.
sort of political prison.
I mean, we're talking into a computer right now. The NSA
Sure.
is listening. They know where I
1000%.
live.
Fuck you. Suck my dick. Come get me.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for transcribing this.
It's still. This is being recorded during the Biden regime. All hair
Also,
Emeritus
fuck them
Biden.
too.
Yeah, without a doubt. If it's on site, if I see fucking Kamala or fucking Sleepy Joe, I'm bashing both their fucking. I'm
Probably
punching their
not.
lights
You
out.
wance get close enough because they do have an army.
If I have a
of cops.
chance. If I have a chance.
Yeah, but like everybody takes. Like, then you don't even take the chance.
What do you mean? Don't take the chance? Fuck
Because
you.
it's
How dare you?
impossible.
This is a power of positive thinking podcast. Don't be negative. Don't be negative, guy.
Yeah. Well, but by now we probably know what our next government's going to look like. It's going to be filled
It's already
with
happening.
It's going to be filled with people who were elected because of their TV ratings.
Sure.
Not their
Matt Gaetz got kicked out though.
Yeah, well, he was
He
never
he's right on Cameo. He went the way of hero of the pod, George Santos, out of politics on Cameo. You can,
Do we have a new hero?
No, Matt Gaetz is a pedophile.
Are we sure?
1000%.
Okay. Fuck him. George Santos still remains
Jury's
king.
out. Might be a pedophile.
George Santos?
Possibly. I wouldn't
Well,
rule it
until
out.
the jury comes back,
Wouldn't rule it out.
we're going to leave him as the hero of the pod.
Hero of the pod.
He's our favorite
tentatively.
favorite politician.
Asterisk next to the name of we're gonna Barry Bonds George
Wait.
Santos.
Let's
Put in the asterisk next to the name.
we are separating
Who do you
the
think
art
is the
from
best?
the artist.
Who do you think is the best baseball player in American politics right now? Best baseball player.
baseball player in American politics?
Yes.
Who could play this?
Probably Joe Biden.
No, actually,
He looks like he's got an arm on.
Donald Trump, probably.
Bone spurs.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen him pitch a ball like through. So like everybody like on first pitches.
Oh yeah. The only
At the
good
first-
the only good presidents who threw good first pitches were George
George W.
George W.
George W.
and
did.
Donald John Trump.
Donald Trump didn't just throw like you watched it in slow motion. He looks like a professional pitcher. You know, he's got all the weight like because like.
Oh,
most-
yeah.
he's
Good-
got.
baseball's-
He looks like a bowling cue, like a bowling pin.
Or a bowling or a bowler.
A bowler.
A
He looks like
professional
a professional bowler,
Or a
mixed
professional
with
dart-
a giant bowling pin,
Yes.
throwing a ball as hard as he can, and probably threw like 70 plus miles an hour for a 70-year-old man is pretty good. And he the anger and sheer like menace on his
I don't
face when
think
he
he's
did it.
he's not genuinely an angry guy though. He seems
I don't
like a
think
happy.
so.
He's a genuinely happy guy.
He's a genuinely narcissistic guy.
He's happy though.
All he does
in
is
that.
thinking about himself, and when he's having a good time, like he's
He's on a winning streak.
Yeah, yeah.
Lifelong winning streak.
He's gonna do, like. Anyway, I think he's probably the best baseball player. Out of the group.
Hopefully he died by the time this is being released.
It's
So may
probably
God
not
rest his
good.
soul.
No, he did not die.
I'm willing it into existence.
You could will it all you want, but like right now we're gonna have Dr. Oz. We're gonna have
It's
Nancy
not so much
Grace,
that apolitical.
Judge Judy is gonna be the Supreme Court.
That's fine.
I would love Judge Judy. If
Judge Judy
listen,
and executioner.
let me just tell you this right now, Donald Trump. If you want to be loved forever as a president, make Judy.
Judge Duty.
Make Judge Judy a Supreme Court justice. Listen, you don't need to know her politics. Her politics are shut the fuck up.
Yeah, her politics are, you're a moron.
Yes, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, I think her politics are also very like weirdly right wing.
Are they?
Like, yeah. This isn't a political podcast.
I don't care. Just to hear her talking to like
She's
somebody.
provided decades of television entertainment.
If this is the television presidency, like we should have Judge Judy somewhere.
Fuck it. They almost had Dr. Oz as a senator until that brain dead Frankenstein fake union leader. I straight up thought John Fetterman was a actual union guy.
You just don't like him because of his stance on Israel. He's a genuine union.
Well, no.
guy.
I don't like him because of his stance on fracking and also his stance on oil.
The thing is
and he's a genocidal freak.
Yes, you might not here's the unfortunate reality.
I also don't like him because he's tall. Tall people freak me out.
I don't mind that. Here's the thing that you don't realize is that like
Goatee.
the union, like the general union population is a lot more.
A right wing that
it's not a right wing thing. It's just that they're less concerned with environment. They're less concerned with genocide. They're less concerned with all these things.
Yeah, it's because they're the general. In general, the political compass of this country is so far skewed to the right that you can be benefiting from organized labor and collective bargaining and still not understand how that boils over into your politics, because people haven't achieved class consciousness, and that's by design. That's Red Scare politics.
I understand.
That for 2 generations has completely poisoned the political discourse of this country. But Guy, this is an political podcast. We're going to talk about the categories of which article we are going to pick at random on the Wikipedia website. Guy, what's your category?
My category is going to be, I don't know. I don't want it to be a thing. I want to, I want to say idioms.
Nice, perfect. Idiom.
An idiom. So a saying.
A saying.
Yeah, we should just define idiom a little bit. That's all.
Mine's going to be a game.
Any kind of game?
Any kind of game.
Well, I like this.
Yes.
Wait.
Games.
How broad, though?
Any kind of game.
It
could be a tournament. It could be a single game. It could be
a
type
sports.
of game. It could be a video game.
Anything that has to do with sports. What about war?
War games. Could be war games.
War in general. I mean,
war is no game.
Oh, it is absolutely a game.
It's hell. War is hell.
War is hell for the people fighting it, but war is a game for the people.
War is a racket.
I agree.
Yep. War's a lot of things.
War
doesn't.
Have you ever seen Paths of Glory?
Yeah, it's so good.
Famous
pedophile Kirk Douglas.
Is he?
Probably. He's one of those like.
Are we just like any of these like?
If
older...
you're in Hollywood, you're probably a pedophile.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yep. I can back that.
It's an easy litmus test to go off of.
Yeah. All right.
Name a star. Any star.
Justin Timberlake.
Absolutely a pedophile.
Okay. All right.
We talked about him last week.
I know. That's why I'm talking about him now, and I do.
Fresh in your mind. Fresh in your memory. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time?
Harry Potter.
No. Not
Psycho.
Like it's different because like, is it my favorite movie of all time or is it the movie I watched the most?
Top of your head.
Top of the head is Arsenic and Old Lace.
What? Arsenic and Gold Lace?
Old Lace.
Old Lace. Oh, that's Alfred Hitchcock, right?
No. Frank Capra. It's
who?
Frank Capra.
Pedophile.
No.
Probably.
Strange Socialists. Is that half and half?
Definitely. The DSA.
He made
festooned. The DSA is lousy with sex pests.
He was making in the 50s he was making, or I think maybe the 30s, he was making movies. There's one movie called You Can't Take It With You, and one of the main characters
It's about his 14-year-old boyfriend.
No, it was about his it was about his this man and his son. And they were
in a beautiful, loving, sexual, sensual relationship.
No. They were making fireworks and attaching socialist propaganda to them, and then firing them out into the city
And then having sex with each other.
No.
Damn it.
It usually doesn't happen in movies for like the 30s and 40s. Like the sex is very much like implied.
What about Lolita?
That wasn't a 50s movie. I think that was like 1973 or something like
I thought
that.
it was the 60s.
I don't think so.
No, 73 was Clockwork Orange.
Okay.
And Lolita was before Clockwork Orange.
All right. Well, late 60s.
I think it was in
then?
between. Being joking aside, I think Lolita was the 60s. It was Peter Sellers and Kubrick after Strangelove.
I didn't like that movie.
What, Strangelove?
No. Dr. Strangelove, I love. Lolita.
Oh, yeah, it's not that good.
No,
it's weird.
It's just not like.
It's not that funny. It's
It wasn't
just
Peter
weird and
Sellers. No, that was Marlon Brando, right?
No, it was Peter Sellers. I can't remember who.
Lolita?
Yeah, I can't
No,
remember
it
who
wasn't.
the petter.
It was Marlon Brando.
It wasn't Marlon Brando. We
It was
can't look
Marlon
it up,
Brando.
folks, because we're not allowed to look anything up.
Absolutely was.
But
Marlon
I'm telling
Brando.
you, it's not Marlon Brando.
It wasn't
was
Peter
Sellers did multiple roles, but Peter
That's
Sellers
Dr.
wasn't-
Strangelove.
Yeah, but Peter Sellers wasn't the creep in Lolita. He wasn't the pederast in Lolita. It was some other guy.
Oh, he was in Lolita though.
Yeah, he played multiple characters. He did his
No,
thing.
No, that was Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, but he also did it in Lolita.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Pat!
the main person in
Pat!
Lolita was Marlon Brando.
Pat, can you come down and settle an argument, please? Pat'll know, right?
Pat, maybe.
Can you text him?
No,
I don't think you heard me shouting.
That's all right.
If he doesn't come down, that's fine.
It's not a
so
big
your
deal. We'll get there.
category is
Idioms.
mine's games.
Yep.
It's your turn to pick, guy. Pick an article, please. Is this bad? You look like you're upset about this.
I swear to God, I hit random, and this is the stupidest thing that's ever happened.
Wait, is
Like-
the listener going to be upset about this?
No, but
Of course not. Listener,
but like I swear to God, we do
wait,
not.
does this mean I don't have to read it?
we hate the UK?
Oh, we got another UK article?
Yes, and it's
Damn it.
exactly. All right, ready about this?
Alrighty.
List of albums which have spent the most weeks on the UK album charts.
List of albums.
It's a music pod again, but it's not good.
Yeah, I have it right here. List of albums which have spent the most weeks on the UK album chart. I think the website heard you say that. All right, this should be pretty cool though. It's
I
still
hit
talking
random,
about music.
PJ.
You
Like
did
I
hit random, and we're back on UK music.
fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
alright.
last week was a good episode, and it's fine, but it's just a fucking dumb list.
It's boring. The whole point
Yeah.
of the podcast is that we hit
Random.
so that it's a.
Is
for
this
the
a? Can we
listener-
do a mulligan on this?
No, we can't. We have to do it. It
Fuck.
goes again. Yeah, no, it's fine. But listen, next week we'll have a completely different topic, but this is pretty much similar. Let's just power through it.
Bullshit.
List of albums which have spent the most weeks on the UK album chart. So we've got the following is a list of albums that have spent at least 150 weeks on the UK
Holy
album
shit.
chart, as published by the official chart company OCC. The chart comprises a top 100 from August 1981 to 1988, and since 1994, a top 75 before this, and from 1988 to 1994 from 1978, and various lengths before this from July 1956. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't understand any of that, guy, and I don't plan to. Like,
Dude,
I just feel like this is gonna be a long list.
Oh no!
Is this a long
Oh
one?
no!
We have to go through the whole one.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Oh, I'm
Stop-
skipping a
people-
little bit ahead. I know it's not against the rules,
It's not, yeah.
but like, oh no! Like,
is this going to be a long one?
it's oh my God!
Is this going to be worse than Anjana Mumtaz?
This is way worse than Anjana Mumtaz. This is terrible. Listen, we're going to recognize all of these bands because there's a lot of them.
Let's try not to linger too much on
But-
stuff.
but
Do you think
yeah-
the song "Linger" by the Cranberries is going to be on?
Yeah,
there?
it absolutely is going to be
That's
on
such
this.
a
Like,
good
because there's
song.
going to be a bunch of
I
that
love
stuff.
that song.
But like the list, there's.
We're going back to
Oh
1956.
my God! There's,
This
like,
is
I'm
gonna
just
be
I'm
really
just going
long.
through the things like there's 7 tables.
Guy, what did you
They're
say?
Giant.
What did
I
you
fucking
say?
hate this
What
show.
did you say
I
to
hate
me?
this podcast. I don't want to do this anymore. I fucking hate this.
What did you say to me 18 minutes ago? What did you say to me 18 minutes ago?
I don't remember.
We had already banked 2 episodes.
Oh my God.
And you said, "What do you think, PJ? Do you got another one in you?" I said, "I got another one in me."
Fuck.
And you said, "Yeah, you know what? I do too."
I was
and you know what,
having
guy?
a good day.
No, your day's ruined.
This is the worst.
You're not going to bed anytime
Fuck.
soon, brother.
This is a 2-hour podcast.
All right. Now listen, pull yourself up from your bootstraps, soldier. Come on.
All right,
up straight.
okay.
Let's
All
do
right,
this.
all right,
So we got re-releases such as remasters, reissues, deluxe versions, or anniversary editions are treated together unless the re-release version differs significantly from the original. For example, it has been re-recorded or remixed. This list does not include compilation albums by various artists, which have been excluded from UK album charts since 1989. Soundtracks are still included if they are an original cast performance or if all tracks are performed by the same artist. Guy, we got some pictures.
I don't know where we. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm so
You zoned out,
I
didn't you?
zoned out because I'm so dumbfounded. It was like your voice was like talking, and it was getting quieter and quieter as like a ringing sound in my head.
You've got to you got to get your mind right, brother.
I am.
We
I'm
gotta
looking
lock
at
in.
dumb pictures of Queen right now.
They're not dumb.
All right, I'm gonna read the captions of all these stupid pictures. All right, we got Queen. We're the first British group to have an album chart on the chart for more than 1,000 weeks with their album Greatest Hits.
I can't even comprehend how long
They
is
had
1,000 weeks.
1,000 weeks. Too many weeks. There's 52
How many
weeks in a
years?
year. That's 10 years.
Nice, good for Queen.
All right,
Good for
yeah.
Queen.
ABBA was the first act to have a single album chart for more than 1,000 weeks with their album ABBA Gold.
Shout out ABBA.
ABBA rules.
I love ABBA.
All
This
right.
is we stand ABBA on this podcast.
Then we had pictures of ABBA and pictures of Queen. We got a picture of Taylor Swift now. In
Apolitical podcast.
Oh my God,
Apolitical
apolitical, but still like the most unflattering picture of Taylor
No,
Swift.
she
Like
looks great.
she does not look great in that
She's
picture.
singing. She's going.
Ooh, she looks like she's about to eat like a cucumber or something.
She looks like she had a very big sandwich and it's
She
catching
looks
up
like
with her.
she looks like
Yeah.
she's burping.
She's
She's
got a
burping.
burp.
She's belching.
She's got her folks.
know what?
If you see the picture, she's got her hand on her
Yeah,
midsection.
best picture of somebody belching ever. So yeah, Taylor Swift is the only artist to have 5 studio albums chart for over 150 weeks, with 1989 373 weeks, the longest charting studio album by an international female artist on the UK charts. Lover 256 weeks, Folklore 225 weeks, Reputation 191 weeks, and Evermore 183 weeks.
And then
Fuck
we've
this.
got the top three of all. The top three are all compilation albums headed by Queen's Greatest Hits, which has spent 1445 weeks at the top 100. ABBA Gold Greatest Hits with 1181 weeks on the chart, followed by Legend by Bob Marley and the Wailers with 1158 weeks. The most weeks for a studio album is 1071 for Rumors by
Great
Fleetwood
record.
Mac. I don't give a fuck about Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
Take it or
come
leave
on.
it.
All right, anyway, go ahead.
Which charted every year from its release in 1977 until 1989, and in 15 different years since then.
Okay. Amy Winehouse's 2006 album Back to Black has the most weeks for a post-2000 release, charting for 582 weeks to date, though this total includes 55 weeks for the deluxe edition and 1 week for the box set that includes Back to Black. And Amy Winehouse's debut album Frank, the original soundtrack of South Pacific, has the most weeks at number 1 with 115. The most weeks by an album not reaching number 1 is 574 for Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, and the most weeks by an album not reaching the top 10 is 371 for Singles by Maroon 5.
How do you feel about Maroon 5?
Excellent pop. Like
I think they suck ass.
I
and
don't.
it's
I'm not a
unlistenable.
fan of them, but like the formula, like I respect Game, and they
recognized game.
exactly.
I think it's shit. So I
It
don't
is
even care.
absolute
I
shit.
can't even respect
I don't.
the game 'cause
But
it's shit.
yeah.
Yeah, 6 acts have multiple albums achieving 300 weeks on the chart. Fleetwood Mac, Oasis, Ed Sheeran, boo. Simon and Garfunkel,
Wait, we don't
Arctic
like Ed Sheeran?
Nah, he sucks dick.
Okay,
Fuck
cool.
him.
All right, I'm down.
Arctic Monkeys and Adele. Of these, Oasis is the only act to have 3 albums past the 300-week threshold, all of which subsequently passed the 400-week threshold and the 500-week threshold, making them the first act with multiple studio albums achieving 500 weeks on the chart. They remain the only act with 3 albums having reached this milestone, and in 2023 became the first act to have multiple albums achieve 500 weeks. Arctic Monkeys would become the second act to have 2 studio albums achieve 500 weeks on the chart in June 2024, and the first act to achieve this with with 2 albums that were released in the 21st century.
This is like these numbers 500, 400 these weeks. Like
It's starting to blend together even as I'm reading it.
Fucking stupid.
I'm just powering through it. And
Taylor-
listener, we love you, but listen, just take it in as like a piece of like art. Like I listen to like noise records sometimes at work, just to kind of like but it's like to kind of like center my thoughts.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and sort of like so my mind doesn't get scattered. So maybe you can treat this the same way, listener.
I'm just letting you know. You should please send us put some comments in the descriptions or whatever. Or
we're infotaining you.
Yes, and we deserve
here.
We deserve a little bit. We deserve something for this because this is going to be painful. It's already painful. Thinking about it is
just
making
text
my head.
us and be like, "Hey, thanks." Like,
Yeah, hey, thanks. I want to
shout out listener Dave. Just hit me up the other day. Love you, bud. Thank you for listening. And he said, "Hey, just letting you know, I'm listening to the pod and it's great. Thank you."
Shout
Appreciate
out
you.
Russ. Shout out Adria. Shout out Anthony, Mark, Matt. These are people that tell me that are constantly texting me about.
We
the
appreciate
podcast.
you and we love you.
You are our favorite people. But also, like, I'm kind of pissed at you because I'm doing this for you, and I don't.
I'm doing this for myself.
Not this episode. I'm definitely not doing for myself. All right. Like,
well, here's the problem: we are men of our words, and we stick to it.
Exactly.
We don't bail out.
Fuck that bullshit.
You wanted to bail out.
Oh, 100%.
You were like, "This is
I was
fucked."
looking for any reason to bail out.
Yep.
But
you could have
anyway,
shit yourself.
knowing you'd be like, gotta stay there. We
No,
would've
I
moved-
wouldn't make you sit. I'd let you go upstairs, but I'd carry on and let you take a shower.
Or we
and
would
stuff.
move the pod to the bathroom.
That's a really funny idea.
All right,
actually.
Taylor Swift is the artist with the most studio albums past 150 weeks threshold, with 5 of her studio albums reaching this feat so far. The numbers shown are up to the chart for the week ending November 28th, 2024.
It's a stupid way to write a date. Just do month, day.
It makes sense,
month,
like
year.
day, month, year. It does make sense, like because it's smaller, bigger. But that's not how we do it in America.
It's not how we roll.
This is America. Bam.
Yeah.
That lady didn't die on January 6th, so we would say these things
Absolutely
like this.
not. Anthony Bebish is an American hero.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever. Anyway.
Yep. 400 or more weeks. We've got pictures. We got
Pictures, yeah.
There's pictures and then a table. Sorry, guys.
There's pictures and names. Do you want me to read the? I'll go through the captions. We got a picture of Amy Winehouse, rest in peace. The late Amy Winehouse has the longest charting album by a female artist, as well as a studio album released in the 21st century with her 2006 Back to Black, 582 weeks. Then we have Fleetwood Mac, a picture of these old boomers,
Absolutely.
who are like, I mean,
Lindsey Buckingham straight up wearing a capital V shirt that, with his sort of older gentleman form, it looks more like an evening blouse.
Yeah, honestly, these guys all look like they should be like at a nursing home or something.
Certainly.
Anyway, Fleetwood Mac have the longest charting studio album with Rumors, 1,072 weeks. Additionally, their album, The Very Best of Fleetwood Mac, 2002, and 50 Years, Don't Stop, 2018, has spent...
Stop. Not you, Fleetwood Mac. They should stop.
Agree. I mean, Rumors is a great record, but please, I don't want to be talking about it anymore.
Just stop.
I haven't spent 364 weeks and 314 weeks on the charts, respectively. We got Oasis. You know what? I love Oasis. I actually like them a lot, but they should stop too.
They're starting again, though.
I know.
Did you get tickets?
No, fuck that bullshit. Are you serious? Like, I have better things to spend my money on. Like, anyway, Oasis have three albums which have charted for over 500 weeks on the UK charts. What's the Story? Morning Glory, 672 weeks. Time Flies, 1994 to 2009, 585 weeks, and Definitely Maybe, 568 weeks, respectively.
Here's my thing with Ed Sheeran. We're looking at this picture of this
Ginger.
motherfucker right here. Yeah, forget. Yeah, all right, he's ginger. Great. Who gives a shit? My beef with him. He looks like if your mom saw a picture of Elliott Smith
Oh my God.
and was like, "No, Elliot,
I
Elliot
can't
Smith
unhear
looks
this.
he looks too scary. I need to make a what if Elliot Smith was a nice young man?
Oh,
That's
God.
and then you get Ed Sheeran. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he looks like a
He looks
hobbit
like
to me.
Elliot Smith for moms.
Yeah, yeah. Ed
He
Sheeran
sucks.
has 4 albums which have spent 150 weeks on the UK charts. These being plus, being plus. Is that the name of his record? It's just a plus symbol.
Just move on. Who gives a
Fucking fuck
sucks.
you.
He sucks.
Fuck,
What do you want?
Fuck you.
He's
Ed
not gonna
Sheeran.
suck any less.
Oh
Just-
my
we got
God.
a lot of articles to go
444
through.
weeks. X another dump. Dude, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
It's no.
and
It's
it's
the
just
plus,
symbol.
and then it's a multiplication symbol. This guy said a real 442 weeks.
Life's so much
division,
easier if you just
403 weeks, and the number 6 collaboration project 159 weeks respectively. This guy, what the?
He
Anyway,
blows. He's
okay.
he's the worst.
I
He
like
sucks.
Adele. I have no problem with Adele.
Love
I kind
Adele.
of like Adele. All right.
Although I will say I don't blame Adele for this, but I found out what Adele's age was, and I found out she was younger than me. This is like years into her being a famous pop star, and this is like at a time where I wasn't reckoning with my age, and I realized how old I was because I was like, oh, Adele's younger than me.
Yeah, that's definitely a you problem.
Yeah, it is, and I recognize that it's not Adele's fault. I don't fault Adele,
Yeah.
but every time I think of Adele, I think of the fact that I'm old.
I think of the song Skyfall in the beginning of James Bond movies.
Nice. I
'Cause
think of
that's her singing. As
I
a-
think of
And Goats.
Somebody put together an AI cover of Plankton's voice covering. Oh God, what's her big hit?
I don't know.
Might be right
It has
here.
Goats.
21.
Anyway,
Dumb.
Adele has charted for over 200 weeks with her album 21, 428, and 25. God damn it, man! What the, like, come up with better names for fucking records. 349 and 19,
Art is hard,
224 weeks respectively.
You can't expect people to come up with good names
Art is
for things.
art is not hard.
Yeah,
We are
it is.
literally creating art doing nothing. This is
Yeah.
this episode is hard.
I was just gonna say all you're doing is
I'm so angry right now.
correctly saying that this is difficult. Listen, what you got to create, like you have to power through adversity. That's what creation is. It's birth isn't easy. Birth is a very traumatic, painful ordeal.
All right, 400 or more weeks. This is the table we're on.
Yes.
We're going. The table's on the top. It says
Yeah.
title, artist, first enter the charts, peak, week, and the reference number.
We're not gonna
We're
do. We're
skipping reference number because
We're agreed.
it's hard to see and it's useless anyway.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I'll
Exactly.
start. So we got Greatest Hits by Queen. It entered the chart in 1981. Peak was number 1. Weeks was 1446.
All right, gold, greatest hits, ABBA, 1992, peaked at 1,182.
All right. Then we got Legend. Bob Marley and the Wailers. 1984. Peak 1. Number of weeks 1161.
Rumors, Fleetwood Mac, 1977, 1,072.
Okay, we got What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis, 1995, 672.
Curtain Call by Eminem, 2005, 645.
Nice. We got Number Ones by Michael Jackson, that's 2003. Peaked number 1, and number of weeks was 587.
I don't think about Michael Jackson in 2003. Like, I feel like
That's ignorant.
I just don't.
It's
I feel like
ignorant.
that's like
You're being ignorant.
like-
Guy, you're being ignorant.
I just don't.
Free him.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think he was innocent.
did he? Is
Hot
he
take.
alive?
No,
I
he's
don't. I
dead.
don't think it's
He's
a hot
dead.
take.
He died.
Yeah,
They
I
killed
don't-
him with fentanyl the same way they killed Prince.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a hot take that he was innocent. There's a lot of, so like, there's a lot of like.
Guy,
Anyway, all right.
can we please move on with
I'm
the article?
trying. I'm trying. Time flies. 1994 to 2009. Oasis 2010. Number 1. 585.
Hold on, my phone screen locked.
Fuck you. Phone screen.
Got
AM.
it,
Arctic
AM.
Monkeys 2013. 1. 584.
You took my part.
I did. Just go, please, God.
Back to Black, Amy Winehouse, 2006, 582.
The Dark Side of the Moon. Pink Floyd. 1973. Peaked at number 2. 574.
Nice. So we got Definitely Maybe, Oasis, 1994, peaked 568 weeks.
Bat Out of Hell. Meat Loaf.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 1978. 3. Oh, it peaked at 3. 530. That is
Oh,
a
let me
fucking-
sleep on it.
That isn't a
baby, baby, let me
The
sleep
UK,
on
Britain, get your shit
it.
together.
Let me sleep
Like,
on it.
honestly.
I'll give you an answer in the morning.
It peaked at 3. What the fuck is your problem?
What's
And
another good song that includes baseball?
Glory Days.
Glory. Oh, put me in, coach.
Oh yeah, John Cougar
I'm
Mellencamp.
ready
Yeah,
to
dude.
play.
Yeah. We're gonna get some of that bullshit.
Right, so then we got Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not by the Arctic Monkeys, 2006.
People love that band for some
I don't
reason.
give a fuck about the
Exactly.
I literally couldn't pick their songs
Not
out
even
of the
not
lineup.
not a good pop punk band.
Least interested band, least interesting band to me.
The teller at the bank
Pete-
has an Arctic Monkey tattoo on her, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And
That's
she's like,
fine. God, you know what? God love her.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Peaked at 523 weeks.
oh god. Greatest Hits 2, Queen, 1991, peaked at 481.
Nice. Got Greatest Hits by the Food Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
2009.
Can you take me? That's not the. Is that?
Can you take
me,
Fighters?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never made it as a fool man. I never made it as a fighter neither.
This is how you Foo Fighter against who I am.
Nice.
I don't
And it's peaked at 4.
That makes
and
sense.
481. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. The Lonely Hour. In the Lonely Hour, Sam Smith, 2014, peaked at 473.
Okay, we got One by the Beatles in 2000.
that's a
Peaked at 465.
Dumb record. Plus sign. Oh no, is this a plus sign?
Yeah,
Yeah,
plus.
plus sign. Ed Stupid Sheeran.
Fuck you, Ed Sheeran.
Fuck you. 2011, peaked at 444.
Has Ed Sheeran made our shit list?
He's I agree.
Top of the list?
No.
He's on the list.
He's
though.
on the list.
Okay, Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran, you're on our shit list. It's on site. I'm gonna knock your ass out when I
Yeah,
see
yeah,
you.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
X by Ed Sheeran.
That's not X. It's a multiplication symbol.
Suck my dick. Shut up. I'm sorry, guy. Don't. Do
No,
that.
it's Ed Sheeran's fault.
You
I
don't,
don't
please
blame
don't
him.
shut up. I need your help with this. I'm sorry I told you to shut up. Ed Sheeran 2014 peaked at 443 weeks.
Nevermind. Nirvana, 1991, peaked at 5. 440
Because it has a baby penis.
Listen,
Hurt sales.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. Like, I'm not a fan of Nirvana, really. Like, whatever.
Crazy
L-
take.
Listen, it's not a bad.
Wild
but
take. I respect it, but it's a wild
listen,
take.
but I will tell you this right now. There's no fucking way that this should have been number 5. Like,
Believe it or not, it wasn't that wildly successful or popular when it was released.
anyway, it should. But yeah, but like, this is a whole on, like, this thing goes forever.
Sure.
So like, these are things that are on for 400. Like, that's like 6 years of being, or 10 years of being on the charts.
Absolutely.
Like, at one point, it's got a peak at number 1, but it didn't.
It didn't.
Yeah, fuck
That's
these
just
people.
the way it goes, man. Hey, man, this is how.
But
you
we're
remind
getting
me
into
of what
good
I really
music
love.
now. Let's
yeah,
go.
So we got Greatest Hits. Red Hot
Wow.
Chili Peppers,
Yes.
2003. Peaked at 435.
What
weeks.
I got. What is it?
What I gotta get to put it in you. What I gotta get to put it in you. What I gotta get to put it in you. Because you're 14 years and I'm Anthony Kiedis. I'm
Scar
a
tissue that I wish you saw.
I'm an HIV positive pedophile.
Is he?
I don't disclose my HIV positive status to my underage
Wow.
lovers. You heard it here, folks. That is not defamation. Anthony Kiedis, sue me. You admitted in your book Scar Tissue that you believe that you had cured your HIV positive affliction with oxygen therapy, which is nonsense.
Holy shit.
Yeah, have you ever read Scar Tissue?
I'm never going to, because I'm pretty sure Anthony Kiedis is a moron, and like, I just couldn't read a book about a moron.
Full blown pederast. He's a
I
problem.
believe that, but like,
Problem child.
anyway,
Problem child.
21 Adele,
Sue me.
2000.
Sue me.
He's not going to
Sue
sue you.
me.
Anyway, 21 Adele, 2011, number 1, 428.
Nice. You got Legacy, the very best of David Bowie by David Bowie. Also another pedophile.
Yeah.
2016, but actually a good artist, as opposed to Anthony Kiedis, who's no talent and never produced anything good. I'm just kidding. Red Hot Chili Peppers got some hits. What hits? Good CD. Remember what hits?
No, I don't,
Yep.
but it's okay.
Yeah. David Bowie, 2016, peaked at 418 weeks.
This list is stupid. The things
Don't
that peak
matter.
at 1, it just greatest hits, Guns N' Roses, 2004, peaked at 410. What the fuck?
Doesn't matter. We got Division Sign, Ed Sheeran,
Yeah,
Boo, fuck you, Ed
fucking
Sheeran.
asshole Ed Sheeran.
Suck it, Ed Sheeran, you're the worst. 2017 peaked at 403.
All
Now
right.
we've got new table 200 to 399.
We got a bunch
weeks.
of dumb picks.
Got a picture of Whitney Houston, the late great Whitney Houston of New Jersey. Shout out Whitney Houston.
Is she the one that said crack is whack?
She said crack is whack, crack is cheap. I can afford good cocaine. One of the coolest things anybody has ever said of all time.
Whitney Houston, you are
Rocks.
a hero of this podcast.
Absolutely. New Jersey's favorite daughter.
Most New Jersey people will be a hero of this pod.
Absolutely. But Whitney Houston specifically, because she said, when asked by Diane Sawyer, hey, have you ever smoked crack? She said, no, fuck you. I'm offended that you said that. I can afford good cocaine. Why would I waste my time with cheap-ass crack?
She
Queen.
sounds insane.
She was insane.
In a great way. Like
Absolutely.
The most attractive way possible.
A once-in-a-lifetime talent nobody has ever... She's literally the greatest...
She was good in that movie, too.
She's one of the greatest human vocalists who has ever lived. And we're lucky to have... We've lived at... Guy, you and I have lived in a time where Whitney Houston was a popular performing artist.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have experienced that.
Right.
So the late Whitney Houston is the longest charting greatest hits album by a female artist on the UK charts with the Ultimate Collection at 388 weeks. We got Madonna's... Madonna features twice on this list with the Immaculate Collection, 363 weeks.
Picture
and like
of her is looking good. Looking tight.
Yeah, Madonna. She's all right. Who gives a shit about Madonna?
We got Michael Jackson. The late Michael Jackson has 5 albums on the chart.
Innocent.
For over 150 weeks. We got number 1, 587 weeks. Thriller, 288. Thriller's a good record.
Great record.
Off the Wall, 225 weeks. Bad, 187 weeks.
Bad
and
is also great.
And the Essential, Michael Jackson, 181.
We got Queen of the Pod, Lady Gaga, charted for 323 weeks with her debut album, The Fame.
Lana Del Rey has charted for 277 weeks with her album Born to Die.
Should I listen to... I always hear about this album. I've never listened to it. Is it
I
good?
know, and people love Lana Del Rey.
Do you get it?
I don't get it. I haven't listened to it. I'm going to listen to it, though.
I need to give it
It's
a try.
on the list.
I haven't
I have nothing bad to say about Lana Del Rey. All right, we got a stupid table again. It's got
Same
title,
format as last time.
title artists, year entered, peak, weeks, and then it's got reference number. We are not reading the reference numbers. They're stupid.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going to start it off. The Ultimate Collection, Whitney Houston, 2007, peaked at 3. This is what I'm fucking telling you. UK, get your shit together.
It should have been number 1.
It should have been number 1, 388.
Personally insulted. We got Dua Lipa by Dua Lipa. I love saying Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
She's got some good songs too. I've listened to a couple.
I've in passing have heard some and did not hate it.
Shout out Dua Lipa. We are fans of yours.
Yeah,
2017 peaked at 383.
Okay, we got 25. George Michael, 2006, peaked at 1, 382. I mean, no problem with George Michael. Actually.
You got The Sound of Music, original soundtrack, 1965. This is the oldest record so far. Peaked at 1 on the chart for 376 weeks.
1989, Taylor Swift, 2014, peaked at 1.
Podcast.
Yeah. 377. I mean, 373, sorry.
We got Singles by Maroon 5, 2015. Peaked at only 28, but was on the charts for 373 weeks.
You see, that makes sense.
Yes,
like
because
28,
Maroon 5 sucks.
Yeah, but they're not in the same league as Whitney Houston.
Not even close.
So,
They wish.
If I saw Maroon 5, like, anywhere in the single digits, I would have been like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Get your shit together, UK.
But they're doing okay. This makes sense.
Let's see. We got Doo-Wop and Hooligans. Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars.
That's fine.
I really do. 2010. It peaked at number 1, 368. That's fine.
Right, so we got Diamonds, Elton John, 2017, 2, 367.
What the fuck?
Only peaked at 2, and that's his home.
That's his home. Yeah.
That's his home. Who gives a shit, guy? Let's not try.
I'm
and
just
figure
angry.
It out.
The Immaculate Collection, Madonna, 1990, number 1, 363. That's fine. Actually,
who gives a shit? The Very Best of Fleetwood Mac by Fleetwood Mac, 2002. Peaked at 6.
That's fine.
363 weeks.
Good. Teenage Dream, Katy Perry, 2010, 1, 356.
Nice. Got Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Simon & Garfunkel, 1972. Peaked at 2, 354 weeks.
That is okay, actually. Adele, 25. Adele, 2015, 1, 349.
Nice. We got direct hit. The Killers. Las Vegas's The Killers, 2013. Peaked at 5, 336
The
weeks.
Killers, Christian band.
Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I was just letting you know.
I've been out on my cage and I've been doing just fine.
Are we human or are we dancer? That's a literal line that guy wrote.
I know. I remember. I forgot about that, and you just reminded me of it. And I remember hearing that on the radio and just being like, "This
What?
is so fucking stupid."
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
stupid, and there's not much more to think about.
But I
other
do
than
like
it's
that one Mr. Brightside song. Anyway,
It's very good.
what's it called? Bridge Over Troubled Water, Simon Garfunkel, 1970, number 1, 330. Great record.
Yep. They got The Fame by Lady Gaga, 2009. Peaked at 1,
Queen of the
323
Pod.
weeks.
Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds
What
by
the
Jeff Wayne.
the fuck?
1978, peaked at 5, 319. That's
Also,
cool.
another bit of New Jersey history. That's where the world panic happened because of George Orwell, that radio broadcast.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was like somewhere near Trenton, I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, or Princeton, maybe. I can't remember.
Who knows?
The Platinum Collection, Queen, year 2000, peaked at 317 weeks.
South Pacific, original soundtrack, 1958. That's the oldest one now. Number 1, 315.
Nice. We got 50 Years, Don't Stop,
Please
Please
Stop.
Fleetwood Mac, 2018, peaked at 5, 313 weeks.
Face Value, Phil Collins, a British person, 1981 with number 1.
I'm just imagining if this is an actual award show, it's like presenting for the next award, Phil Collins,
300.
a British person.
300.
It's very funny to me. We got Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles.
Second Beatles entry.
Yeah, but the first original studio album, not
Yep.
a collection. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, The Beatles, 1967, peaked at 1 for 295 weeks.
Tracy Chapman, 1988, number 1, 292. Tracy Chapman, amazing.
And I was driving in my car.
You've got a fast car.
Yeah, that song rocks.
It is a really good song.
Yeah, greatest hits, God's favorite band, debatable. Green Day, 2017, peaked at 22, 289
Yeah,
weeks.
20 makes sense.
It's exactly.
Yeah. Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent. I love the name of that record.
That's pretty good.
Louis Capaldi, 2019, number 1, 288.
Never heard of them. Got Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield, 1973, peaked at 1, 288. Theme from The Exorcist.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thriller, Michael Jackson, 1982, number 1, 288.
Nice. We got The Definitive Collection by Stevie Wonder, 2002, peaked at 11, 287 weeks.
Appetite for Destruction, best Guns N' Roses record. 1987, number 5, 286.
I got 2 words for you, guy. Chinese democracy. Have you ever tried to listen to the full record?
I take back. I take back my previous statement.
And you're forgiven. Piano Man, The Very Best of Billy Joel. We got Billy Joel, 2004, peaked at 7, 279 weeks.
That's too high for that.
Yeah, man.
I Cry When I Laugh, Jesse Glynn, 2015, peaked at 1, 278.
Nice. We got Born to Die by Lana Del Rey, 2012, peaked at 1, 277 weeks.
Greatest hits so far, Pink, but Pink spelled with an exclamation point. 2010, peaked at 5, 277.
Nice. We got Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits.
God.
By 1985, peaked at 1, 271.
Okay, cool.
Dire Straits has got tracks.
No. I'm
Mark
not saying.
Knopfler's a great guitar.
I was oh-godding and that because I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm hating my life.
It's
but
fine.
it's not Dire Straits' fault.
I love your life.
Okay, good. Well, I love your life.
Thank you.
Can we trade?
We're sharing the same life at this moment.
God damn it.
This is more intimate than two lovers deeply, passionately engaged in coitus.
passionately
Passionately
reading lists to each other.
doesn't matter. No two humans have ever shared this type of bond before, guy. This is a purely unique scenario for the two of us.
All right.
So, where are we at?
Singles, Phil Collins, 2016, peaked at 271.
Nice. We got Elvis, but spelled sillily. 30 number 1 hits. Elvis Presley, 2002, 268 weeks.
Lover, Taylor Swift, 2019, peaked at 257.
Apolitical podcast, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I got Hot Fuss, not Hot Fuzz, great movie. Hot Fuss by The Killers.
Bad album.
2004, Peaked at 256 weeks.
Making movies, Dire Straits, 1980, peaked at 252.
Hell yeah, Dire Straits. Good Girl Gone Bad by Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna's kind of cool, actually. She's got
she
tracks.
rocks.
Yeah.
She rocks.
We're down with Rihanna.
Love rocks. She rocks. 2007, peaked at 250 weeks.
Automatic for the People, REM, 1992, peaked at 245.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
My Way, the best Frank Sinatra, 1997, peaked at 244
It's totally
weeks.
fair. My grandmother's sister went on a date with Frank Sinatra.
Nice.
Said that
Did
he
she stop him?
No, she said he was a dick.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout down Frank Sinatra. How dare
No,
you disrespect?
no, it's fine.
Are
We
you
don't
sure?
shout down Frank Sinatra.
Why not?
Because we like Frank Sinatra.
He killed Kennedy. Personally. Him and George Herbert Walker Bush tag team shot him.
Why is that? Did we like Kennedy?
No, Kennedy, he had it coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ask not
Here's
what your
the thing.
government could do for you.
This isn't-
Ask what you could do for your government. Like,
Bullshit.
fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, pay me, motherfucker.
We are paying the government to do shit for us. We're not giving you anyway.
To quote the Canadian punk group The Subhumans in their song Behind My Smile, great line, "The government will help you protect the old and feed the poor." You might believe that till the police are at your door.
Yep. Don't Smile at Me, Billie Eilish, 2018, 239.
Okay, we got 1962, 1966 by the Beatles, 1973, peaked at 236 weeks.
Fine Line, Harry Styles, 2019, 232.
And then we got another collection by the Beatles, 1967,
That's so
1970, the Beatles, 1973, peaked at 228 weeks.
When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Billie Eilish, 2019, 226.
When we go to sleep, where do we go? It's so fucking stupid.
Billie Eilish. I'm down with Billie Eilish though.
I
She's
don't give
good.
a shit.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to.
I don't give a shit either way. I'm just saying that in a vacuum, that's a stupid name.
Yeah. I agree.
When we fall asleep, when we all fall asleep,
Is it
where
as
do we
stupid as
go?
the next one?
Folklore. Not really. That's a good Husker Du song.
Yeah, but that's not a good album name.
Who gives a shit?
She didn't
Folklore.
cover Husker Du.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be. Yeah.
It would be pretty cool. Folklore. Taylor Swift. 2021. 226.
Oh, okay. Off the Wall, Michael Jackson, 1979. Simone. Number
Jamona.
225.
You got the Jamona. Guy, give me a Jamona.
Simone.
Nice. Very good. It's my time.
Yeah,
19. Adele, 2008, 223.
Jagged Little Pill, Alanis
Hell
Morissette, 1995, number 1, 222. Great record.
R.I.P. Taylor Hawkins. Never forget
my
the
God,
Ultimate
you're right.
Collection. Take that. First group I have never heard of. 2005. Peaked at 2018.
Sign No More, Mumford and Sons. Boo.
Awful.
2009. It peaked at 2.
If you like Mumford and Sons, kill yourself.
UK, get your shit together.
Do
This
the
is-
world a favor
look
and
at
just
this.
fucking blow your
Look,
brains
look,
out.
no, don't blow your brains out. We don't endorse blowing your brains out.
I do
because
right now.
somebody
Okay,
has
we're
to
moving on. Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa.
Okay, here we
Years
go.
2020, peaked at 216 weeks.
Future Nostalgia. Oh, no, you already did that.
Yeah.
The Stone Roses.
Hell
Yes. 1989, number 5, 215. Where the Rolling Stones hasn't hit here yet.
Stone Roses hit before Rolling Stones.
This is crazy.
Yep. And it's also crazy to me that Stone Roses never made it to number 1. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
That
Look,
record
this
rocks.
is the UK.
so good.
We're talking about
Yeah,
people
but
that.
we're talking about the Stone Roses.
Yeah, but we're talking
from
about.
the UK.
Yeah, but we're talking about the UK, who is like they're literally. They just put shit everywhere. This
Yeah,
whole
it's true.
list is shit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. What do we got? We got
Out
Out
of
of Time by REM, 1991. Peaked at 214 weeks.
Greatest hits: Bon Jovi,
New Jersey.
New Jersey, 2010 to 214.
Nice. We got Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent, 2003.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Peaked at 213 weeks.
No Jacket Required. Phil Collins, 1985, 208.
I wonder if Take Your Pants Off and Jacket is going to show up in this episode. by
Hopefully.
Blink-182. We got All Over the World, the very best of Electric Light Orchestra by Electric Light Orchestra,
ELO
aka
rules.
ELO.
ELO rules.
Honestly, kind of like not a lot of people talk about this, but when the Beatles broke up, they literally passed the torch to ELO. They were
Yeah.
like, "You guys are the best rock
And
band
they
now."
are better than the Beatles.
I wouldn't argue against that. Year
Okay,
was
good.
2005, peaked at 206 weeks.
That's a good one. Good job, UK. Under the Blood Red Sky, U2, 1983, number 2, 204.
Yeah, The
it's a good
Bends
record.
by Radiohead, 1995.
That is
peaked
not
at
a good
4.
record.
Yeah, Radiohead, nah. Peaked at 204 weeks.
The King and I original soundtrack, 1956, number 1, 203.
Yul Brynner, shout out. Rise
Oh,
and Fall of
hell
Ziggy
yeah.
Stardust and the Spider from Mars. David Bowie, 1972.
Good record.
Love David Bowie. Love that record. He is a pedophile though, but we separate the art from the artist.
Yep.
Topped the chart. No,
It got to 5.
Jesus Christ, my brain stopped working. It peaked at 5, 202 weeks.
The Joshua Tree, U2, 1987, number 1, 201.
Bad album.
Yeah, not a great album.
No. Love Over Gold, Dire Straits, 1982.
Yep.
Peaked at 200 weeks.
Cool. All right, 150 to 199 weeks. We got the late Tina Turner. We got a
Shout
picture
out.
of her. Shout out to Tina Turner. Appeared twice on the list with Simply the Best.
You simply the best.
1983.
Better than
No,
all
183
the
weeks, and
rest.
Private Dancer 150. Then Little Mix have the longest charting album by a girl group with Glory Days, 1970.
I don't know Little Mix.
173.
Do you know
weeks.
Little Mix?
I have no idea.
All
Same table as before. We're starting it up. Let's go.
Let's do
PJ, start us.
All right, we got the highlights by The Weeknd 2021. Peak was 198 weeks.
Lungs, Florence and the Machine, 2009, 196.
Where you at with them? I remember when they were a big deal.
Don't like them.
Yeah, I didn't care for them myself. We got Question Mark by XXX Tentacion. 2018 peak was 196 weeks.
Parachutes by Coldplay, 2001, 193. Ugh.
Terrible band, great. Some great songs on that record.
I'm-
Yellow,
I'm-
great song.
I'm not going to say terrible band. I'm going to say the most meh band.
Oh yeah,
Meh.
but the song Yellow is pretty good.
Yeah, the
And
song
shout
Yellow.
out to my
Yellow.
my former band, Private Function, did a cover of the song Yellow. Made it sound like a Royal Headache song.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
I-
shout out Private Function. Go check out their cover of Yellow.
Still on top.
Absolutely, thank you. The Best of UB40, Volume 1, UB40, 1987, peaked at 192 weeks.
Reputation, Taylor Swift, 2017, 192.
Nice. So we got Staying at Tamara's by George Ezra. Year was 2018. Peaked at 189 weeks on the chart.
Starboy, The Weeknd, 2016, 187.
Nice. We got Evermore by Taylor Swift, 2020. Peaked at 184 weeks.
Simply the Best, Tina
Hell
Turner,
yeah.
1991, number 2, 183.
Nice. We got Sour by Olivia Rodrigo.
Hell yeah. Best
Great record. Great
Best
record.
record that came out in 2021.
Yeah, Nicole got me into that, and it was
Fucking-
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
There's no skips on that
It-
that record.
Perfectly crafted record, I would agree. 2021 peak was 183 weeks.
Essential Michael Jackson, 2005, number 1, 181.
Nice. We got the best of 50 Cent. 2018 peak was 31.
That's fine.
Yeah, and
That's actually fine.
yeah, 180 weeks.
Okay, Bad, Michael
Nice.
Jackson, 1987, 180.
Yep, love that record. We got Crazy Love by Michael Bublé. A little bit of the bubbly.
Bublé.
We got the year was 2009. Peaked at 180 weeks.
Wanted on Voyage, George Ezra, 2014, 180.
Wait, do you know George Ezra? This
Nope.
is the second time his name came up. Never heard
Never heard of him.
Moving on. I Will Always Love You, the very best of Whitney Houston.
Hell yeah.
Whitney Houston, shout out Whitney Houston, R.I.P. 2012, peak was 179 weeks.
That is a miscarriage of taste. Right there.
Absolutely.
The 1975, 2013, 179.
Wasn't that the guy that he was the guy that got in trouble by going on the Adam Friedland show and they made a bunch
Probably.
of like racy jokes about Ice Spice or something.
Maybe.
Who gives a shit? The
Boring.
very best of the Eagles.
The very
Eagles.
boring of the Eagles.
The very worst, the very best of the fucking dullest band of all time.
Yep.
Year 1994, peak 179 weeks.
Too high. The singles collection, Britney Spears, 2009, 38, Unfair. 177.
Yeah, Free Britney. These Streets by Paolo Nutini, 2006. Peak was 3, 177. Never heard of that.
White Ladder, David Gray, 2001, 176.
Don't know him.
Nope.
Hello,
Okay.
I Must Be Going
Hell
by
yeah.
Phil Collins, 1982. Peak was 2, 176.
West Side Story, original soundtrack, 1962, 175.
Nice. Ocean Drive, Lighthouse Family, 1995. Peak was 3, 175 weeks.
Best of Van Morrison, 1994, 174. Good time right there.
Nice. Glory Days, Little Mix, 2016. Peak was 1, 173.
Californication. Oh my gosh.
Dream of
Californication. Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers, 1999. It peaked at 5, which that sounds about right. 169.
69.
69, yeah.
It's gotta teach
Really
you that I wish
actually
you
really
saw.
enjoy that.
Sarcastic Mr. Know It All. I close my eyes and I kiss you, girls, with the blood I shed.
How long will I sigh? Separate my
I think of that video a lot, and the thing I think about is Flea playing the power lines as it was bass.
Actually, that video is pretty cool.
It was a pretty cool video.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
We got Stoney by Post Maloney on 2016. Peak was 10, 169 weeks.
Oklahoma, original soundtrack, 1956, number
Damn.
168.
Nice. We got Decade of the Sun, Best of Stereophonics by Stereophonics, 2008. Peak was 2.
That yawn, I felt that yawn
168.
so much.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. That came from the depths of my soul.
Only by the Night, Kings of
Nice.
Leon, 2008, number 165. Boring band.
Oh, the Death Star's on fire.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk on Corners by The Corrs, 1997. Peak was 164 weeks.
Psychodrama, Dave,
Just Dave.
2019,
Cher.
164.
Who's Dave?
I don't know.
That's fascinating to me.
Dave, he's my boss at my work. Makes sense. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
UK, you guys, you really know what you're doing over.
Oh yeah, my union president, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Like literally. Okay.
Get it together, Britain.
Yeah, seriously. Alchemy, Dire Straits Live, Dire Straits 1984. Peak was 3, 164 weeks.
Graceland, Paul Simon, 1986. Great record. Number 163.
Nice. We got Urban Hymns by The Verve, 1997. Peak was 1, 162.
Jesus Christ, what is this? Come On Over, Shania Twain, 1998, 162.
Let's go, girls. We got The Best of Bowie by David Bowie, 2002. Peaked at 1, 162 weeks.
Word Get Around, Stereophonics, 1997, 6, 162.
Nice. We got Goodbye and Good Riddance by Juice WRLD, R.I.P. 2018, peak was 23, 162 weeks.
Star, Simply Red, 1991, 161.
Nice. We got The Eminem Show by Eminem, 2002. Different album, but peak was 1, and the chart was 161.
Spaghetti record? Mom Spaghetti.
No, that's 8 Mile soundtrack. Yeah.
All right. Graduation, Kanye West. Kanye West, talk about
A political podcast. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, pal.
161.
Anti-Semitic piece of shit. Speaking of anti-Semitic pieces of shit, number 6 collaboration project by famed anti-Semite Ed Sheeran.
Really?
Probably. Fuck him. Fuck anti-Semites. Fuck Ed Sheeran. 2019. Top score was 159 weeks.
Between Us, Little Mix, 2021, 3, 158.
Nice. You got Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park, 2001.
So
Hard and graceful.
in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Those motherfuckers had a hit song where the outro of the song was "Shut up when I'm talking to you."
Cool.
Shut up. Shut up when I'm talking to you.
I can't remember.
Everything you say to me.
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
I need a little room to breathe.
There, but I don't know, because this is so dumb.
It's one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
again?
It's the
wow, that's awesome.
they just Absolutely. Shout out Lincoln Park, R.I.P. Chester Bennington, who was killed by Obama.
My Fair Lady, original Broadway cast, 1958, won 156.
Nice. We got some Songbird by Eva Cassidy, 1998, won 156.
Crossroad.
Single Crossroad. Stupid.
Best of Bon Jovi, 1994, won 155.
Nice. We got the Buddy Holly story, Buddy Holly, 1959. Shout out Buddy Holly, R.I.P. Peaked at 155 weeks.
Can't Slow Down, Lionel Richie, 1983, won 154.
Nice. We got Like a Virgin, Hey, by Madonna in 1984. Peaked at number 154 weeks.
Hunky Dory, David Bowie, 1971, 154.
Nice. Come Away With Me by Nora Jones. 2002. Oh God, I got the yawns. I'm sorry,
you
listener.
need, like, when you think about Nora.
I like how this is. Yeah, the singer, the listener is going to be listening to this in the middle of their workday probably, and they're going to hear me yawn. And because of our empathetic nature, yawning is contagious. So they're going to not be tired, but they're going to be contagiously yawning because of my yawns. Nora Jones, 2002, peak was 152 weeks.
The Balcony, Catfish and the Bottlemen, 2014,
The fuck?
152. I haven't heard of like half.
That's crazy. We're getting into the weeds now, folks.
I like
Eyes Open, Snow Patrol, 2006, 151.
Best of the Beach Boys,
You.
Beach Boys, 1966 to 151.
Nice. We got Manilow Magic by Barry Manilow, 1979, 151.
Get to Know, Becky Hill, 2019, 151.
We got Rush of Blood to the Head, Coldplay, 2002, 150. Boring.
Private Dancer,
Hell
Tina
yeah.
Turner, 1984 to 150.
We got the 50 greatest hits of Elvis Presley. It was released in 2000. Peak position was 150 weeks.
Call Me Irresponsible, Michael Bublé,
Hell yeah.
2007 to 150.
Nice. Okay. And I think
Artist with the most entries.
I hope we're coming to the end of this fucking
we're
article
close.
soon.
The following artists-
Thank you for sticking with us, listener. We love you. This is a bad episode.
The following, nobody wants to hear two people just reading a list.
Except our listeners. Thank you, listener.
Thank you for listening this far. You're not going to get a prize.
Sure they are. They're getting valuable infotainment for free.
I just think about, like, you get to the end of this and you're just like, the end of this is going to be so disappointing and anticlimactic.
I just realized now that our concept of this podcast is like, what if it was the worst idea of all time, but instead of just listening to their recap of what the experience of watching Grown Ups 2 was at the end of their watching it, what if the entire podcast was just them watching it was a recording, audio recording of them watching the movie.
I don't know. Hold on one second.
Holding.
Check.
Did it stop recording?
No, it's recording. I just think my... Check.
It's record. I saw the thing move.
Check. Okay, it's recording, sort of. I got a few dead spots. That's okay. You're going to hear a few dead spots in this episode.
And we're just going to keep moving forward.
Yeah, because it's there. The following artists have at least 2 or more albums charting the UK album charts for more than 150 weeks. This is dumb.
Oh, no, this table rocks because...
Oh, it's only got 3 things on it.
Yeah, but the third thing is albums, and every single list is a alternate...
Oh,
and
hell
we can't
yeah.
click on the
So we can't
hyperlink.
click on it. So
Oh,
it's
God,
only
finally.
a 2-table table.
Finally, the
All right,
rules work in our
we got
favor,
artists, number ones, and then we have albums, which is we're going to disregard that part of the table because there's nothing we can do with it.
Yeah, we
It
can't
says
click on the link,
it
folks.
says list, and it has a hyperlink on it. So we're not going to hit it. You just know what that is. All right, starting with artist number 1, we got Michael Jackson. It's Michael Jackson. He's got 5 number 1s.
Let's just run through the list of people who have the number of number 1. So we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and just 5, 4, 3, and 2.
Oh wow, okay.
So the artist with 5 number 1s is Michael Jackson and Taylor Swift.
And then the artist with 4 is David Bowie, Dire Straits, Ed Sheeran, Phil Collins, and the Beatles.
Nice. With 3, we've got Adele, Fleetwood Mac, Oasis, and Queen.
And then we have with 2, we have Arctic Monkeys, Billie Eilish, Bon Jovi, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Elvis Presley, Eminem, George Ezra, Guns N' Roses, Little Mix, Madonna, Michael Bublé, R.E.M., Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stereophonics, Simon Garfunkel, The Killers, The Weeknd, Tina Turner, U2, Whitney Houston, 50 Cent.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck this.
Hell yeah.
Fuck this dumb fucking list.
Absolutely. See also list of songs that have spent the most weeks in the UK single chart.
We will not. We refuse.
There's so many notes. Guy, there's so many notes.
I'm gonna take all the notes.
No,
Number 2, including 6.
Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. Wait, including how many weeks?
67 weeks.
Okay, and then 16. You got 17. Nice.
Oh.
I'm running out of battery on my phone.
Yeah.
We got
All right.
books, British album chart, all-time top 1,000 by Michael Churchill,
Fuck your
published by
book.
Lulu.com
God.
2013.
God
And
damn the fucking references.
You got these two. Wait, hold on. I'm scrolling down. Oh, my God. Holy fuck. We have 115 references. We're not reading a single one of those.
No, like
the
this
one
is such bullshit.
Folks, we gave
Listen.
you an hour and, what is it, 8 minutes so far.
We still
of
have,
this.
yeah, okay.
I'm
This
not,
is
we're skipping the
last edited by Rocco13. Fuck you. You shouldn't have edited this. You should have deleted it somehow.
You should have shortened it
Yeah,
for us somehow.
seriously.
You should have known
Yeah,
that
yeah.
our dumbasses have roped ourselves into this dumb idea.
Related
for a
articles
dumb
are
podcast.
UK albums charts, British album sales charts, ABBA Gold, 1992 greatest hits album by ABBA. That's cool.
Love ABBA.
List of best-selling albums in the United Kingdom, the 60 best-selling albums in the UK. This is a dumb list. The Rolling Stones weren't on it once.
Not once.
Pearl Jam wasn't even on it.
Fan.
They don't. I'm not saying they
It's
need to be.
evolution, baby.
I'm not a-
How many
it's-
how many studio albums have they released?
14ish.
Yeah, something
Like,
like that.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like they
Also, what's
missed,
the
like,
average age of David Bowie's girlfriends in the 1960s?
14ish. Yeah.
Got him, folks. Ending it on that note. Thank you so much for listening. I'm PJ.
I'm Guy.
This is the WikiPod. Bye.
But